At some point, hiding stops being protection and starts being self-betrayal. And I don't mean that in a dramatic way. I mean it in a real, grounded, honest way. Because right now, you know you're capable of more. You can feel it, but you're still holding back. So let me ask you something, honestly. How long have you known you were meant to show up differently and still haven't? Now, if we haven't met before, hi, I'm Cherry. I'm a spiritual life coach, numerologist, and energy alchemist. And I help you break the patterns that keep you stuck so you can actually start showing up at the level you know you're capable of. Because this isn't about potential anymore. This is about whether you're acting on it. In this video, I'm breaking down why you're still hiding, how your energy body 7, your aura self, is being suppressed, and the shift you need to make if you want to stop holding yourself back and actually express your gift. Because your gift doesn't grow in hiding. It requires to be seen. Before we go deeper, if this is already hitting, I would really love for you to hit subscribe and tap the notification bell. It really helps the channel to grow, because this space is where you stop avoiding your next level and actually step into it. And if you're ready for that, drop a fire emoji in the comments and let me know once you've watched this video what landed for you the most. All right. Let's talk about what's really going on here, because this isn't just about confidence. Let's be really honest for a second, because this isn't about not knowing what to do. You already know. You know what you want to say. You know how you want to show up, the level you're capable of. You felt it more than once, that moment where something comes up in you, the moment where something comes up in you and you think, I should say this, I should do this, I should show up like this. And then what happens? You don't. You pause, you hesitate, you tell yourself, not yet, it's not the right time. I'll do it when I feel more ready. And on the surface, that sounds reasonable. It sounds like you're being thoughtful. But if you were being real, that's not discernment, that's avoidance. And I'm not saying that to call you out for the sake of it. I'm saying it because this is the pattern that's keeping you stuck. Because every time you don't act on what you actually know, you reinforce, I don't trust myself yet. And that creates hesitation the next time. So now, even when something is clear, you question it. Even when something feels right, you delay it. And the gap between what you know and what you do gets bigger. And that's where the frustration comes from. That feeling of being stuck, not moving forward, watching others do what you know you could do. It's not because you're behind. It's because you're not acting on your own truth. And here's the part that might hit a bit harder. At some point, that stops being fear and starts being a choice. A choice to stay where you are, even though you know there's more available. And the reason this matters so much is because you're not just holding yourself back, you're holding your gift back. I've gone through this. I am a past life 7, and I've put off starting this channel for over a year. Now, for those of you who don't know anything about or don't know much about numerology, the number 3 energy body is also a hack for the number 7. So when I started this channel, it was in March last year. So I used that energy. I made a decision and I started this channel, and I've stayed consistent every single time. I was nervous in the beginning because I hated being on video, but through doing this, I've become a lot more confident, and I now actually enjoy sitting here, talking to you, giving you this information. You just have to decide. Make the decision, just like I did. So let's go deeper into this, because this isn't just about you holding yourself back. It's about what you're not expressing, that thing you keep feeling, that pull to speak, share, create, lead. That's not random. That's not something you made up. That's your gift trying to come through you. And here's where people misunderstand this. Your gift is not just for you. It's meant to be expressed, seen, and received. But instead of allowing that, you keep containing it. You keep filtering it, questioning it, waiting to feel ready for it. And every time you do that, you interrupt the flow of it. You stop mid-expression. So instead of it growing, you stay stuck. And this is why it feels like something is building inside of you, but not fully moving anywhere, because you're not letting it out. And this is the part I want you to really hear. You don't protect your gift by hiding it. You suppress it. You limit it. You keep it small. And over time, that starts to feel like frustration, restlessness, a sense that something is missing. Not because your life is wrong, but because you're not expressing what's actually there. And this is where it becomes bigger than just confidence or fear, because there are people who would benefit from what you have to say. There are people who are waiting to hear your perspective, waiting to be impacted by your voice, waiting to feel something from your presence, but they can't if you keep holding it back. So this isn't just about you anymore. It's about what doesn't get to exist, because you're not allowing yourself to show up. And energetically, this shows up very clearly, because the moment you hide, your entire system contracts. So let's bring this into your energy body 7, your aura self, because your aura isn't just about how you look energetically. It's about how much of you is actually available to be felt. It's your reach, your presence, your impact. And here's the shift you need to understand. When you hide, you contract, not just externally, but internally, energetically. Every time you don't say the thing, don't show up fully, don't act on what you know, your aura pulls in. It becomes smaller, quieter, less defined. And that has an effect, because your aura is what communicates. This is who I am. This is what I carry. This is what I'm here to express. So when you keep holding back, that signal weakens. And what happens? People don't feel you. Not because you don't have anything to offer, but because you're not allowing it to be seen or fully felt. And this is where frustration builds, because you're sitting there thinking, I know I have more to give. I know I'm capable of more. But your reality doesn't reflect it, because your presence isn't matching it yet, not consistently. And this is the pattern. You feel the pull, you hesitate, you hold back, your aura contracts, your impact stays limited. And then you wonder why things aren't moving. But it's not because you're blocked, it's because you're not fully showing up. And this is why visibility matters, not for validation, but for expression, because your gift cannot move through you if you keep containing it. So this is where it becomes a decision, not about what you know, but about what you're going to do about it, but about what you're going to do with it, because you're not lacking clarity. You're not lacking potential, and you're definitely not lacking ability. What you've been lacking is decision. And this is exactly what a universal year one brings you face to face with. It doesn't ask, what do you want? It asks, what are you actually choosing? Because wanting something and choosing something are not the same thing. You can want to be seen, lead, express your gift, and still choose to hesitate, hold back, stay where it's comfortable every single day. And that's the part most people don't want to admit, because it means this isn't happening to you. You're participating in it. So let me ask you something directly. How much longer are you going to keep waiting? Waiting to feel ready, waiting to feel confident, waiting for the right moment when you already know there isn't one. There's only the moment you decide, I'm doing this now. And yes, that will feel uncomfortable, because you're stepping outside of what's familiar, but staying where you are. That's not neutral anymore. That's a choice to keep your life at a level it's currently at. And this is the shift. I am going to keep holding back, or am I actually going to show up? Not perfectly, not all at once, but consistently. Because the version of you who leads isn't waiting for a feeling. She's operating from a decision. So now let's make this real, because this is where it actually starts to change. And let me make this simple. Not easy, but simple, because you don't need another plan. You don't need more clarity. You need to start moving on what you already know. So first, do the thing you keep delaying. You already know what it is. The post you've been thinking about, the message you've been holding back, the idea you keep coming back to. Stop overthinking it. Do it today. Not when it's perfect, not when you've refined it, but now. 2, stop negotiating with yourself. This is the pattern that keeps you stuck. You say, I'll do it later. I'll do it when I have more time. And later never comes. So instead of negotiating, you decide, if I know it, I act on it. And that becomes your standard. 3rd, show up before you feel ready. This is the shift that changes everything. You've been waiting for a feeling, confidence, certainty, readiness. But those don't come first. They come after you act. So you stop waiting and you start moving. Even if part of you feels unsure, 4th, let it be visible. This is where most people still hold back. They take action, but keep it small. They don't share it fully. Don't express it clearly. Don't let it be seen. That doesn't count. Your gift requires visibility. So when you show up, let it be seen fully. 5, repeat until it becomes who you are. This is not a one-time push. This is a new way of operating. Every time you act on what you know, stop delaying. Allow yourself to be seen. You reinforce, this is who I am now. And eventually, there's no hesitation, no back and forth, just action. That's when things start moving. And this is where we close this out, because now it comes down to one thing. So I want you to sit with this for a moment. If you keep doing what you've been doing, where will you be in 6 months? Still thinking about it? Still waiting? Still holding back? Because this is the truth. Your life doesn't change when you want more. It changes when you stop avoiding what you already know. And right now, you know what needs to shift. You know what you need to say. You know how you want to show up. The only question left is, are you going to act on it? Because the moment you do, everything starts to move. Your energy, your visibility, your opportunities, all of it. Now, if you're watching this and thinking, I know I've been holding myself back, but I don't know how to break the pattern properly, go into the description box below and grab my Numerology quick guide freebie. Not only will it tell you what numbers are in your chart, but it will give you hacks of when you're in your challenge aspect or in your strength aspect of your numbers, of your energy bodies. And as we're focusing on energy body 7, work with that energy this month. Start showing up at the level you know you're capable of. And if this has landed for you, like I said at the start, I would love for you to hit subscribe and tap that notification bell. Let's spread this channel and get more people eyes on these videos. Because this version of you, she doesn't hold back anymore. She shows up. So until next time, bye for now.